So here's something interesting. Have you ever wondered how much money and economic impact flows from all of these conferences and events that we host here in the country? All of these gatherings. Well, I also got a little bit curious. So I did a little bit of digging. There's an industry right next to you that some people know and others will realize from watching just this video. See, the thing is that in a world where connection is as good as currency, South Africa finds itself being more than just a destination. It's an economic catalyst. So why am I telling you all of this? Well, here in South Africa and the rest of Africa, business isn't just confined to boardrooms. Business is woven into the vibrancy of our cultures. Business pushes the innovations of things like our infrastructure. And also, business is the heartbeat of our communities and their continued growth. And where business meets is where business gets done. Now, it's pretty obvious from the sign behind me that I'm outside Sandton, outside the Sandton Convention Center. And from the 24th to the 26th of February, this is where Africa's biggest meeting, trade show, and business events services gathering will take place. Now, the latest stats confirm that over 326 exhibitors, 100 plus local and international buyers, 24 African countries, 92 SMMEs, and over 3,000 plus delegates will be participating in this year's event. Now, Meetings Africa is the continent's premier trade and business event show. It's not just about events though, it's about economic and social impact. But first, so that we get onto the same page, we need to know what Meetings Africa is and what it does. Simply put, Meetings Africa is a business event that connects African businesses with international buyers, planners, and even associations. But who are these people? Well, these are the people that put together large-scale gatherings, business gatherings. Meetings Africa is a platform, showcases Africa's business events, services, and products, and also helps the industry to grow. In 2023, the MICE space, or the MICE sector, contributed over 115 billion rand to South Africa's economy. But numbers only tell half of the story. This is an industry that shapes the future. As a trade and connection platform, Meetings Africa showcases Africa's business events, services, and products. It showcases the entire industry. And through facilitating deals, it helps to grow the industry to make deals that get the MICE industry ticking. Now, MICE, M-I-C-E, stands for Meetings, Incentives, Conferences, and Exhibitions. And in layman terms, this refers to the global business events industry. So think of gatherings like Mining Indaba, Tourism Indaba, or even the President's SA Investment Conference, which actually takes place right here. And I mean, those are just a few of the events that take place that fall within this sector. So why and how is South Africa's MICE industry growing? Well, consider this. South Africa's MICE industry thrives due to a few things. Our world-class precision meets warmth, as well as our Ubuntu hospitality. Then on top of that, our country has, as it stands, 22 venues that are accredited by the Global Association of the Exhibition Industry. Add to that, South Africa is equipped to host events that are as seamless as they are unforgettable. We've done it time and time again. It just shows. So what sets South Africa apart? Well, you're not just getting a venue by coming here to South Africa. You're tapping into a network of experts who understand eventing, sustainability, tech integration, and how to make a gala event or anything bigger feel like a family reunion. When the world meets here in South Africa, the benefits don't stay in the conference hall. For every delegate, there's a chef, a driver, an artist, a story. Our economy grows. And all of those meetings and conferences mean that people get employed, people get jobs. The global business events industry, also known as MICE, is very much thriving, not just in South Africa, but in the rest of Africa. In 2023, it was valued at an estimated $523 billion or 9.5 trillion rand, and is projected to reach $1.3 trillion or 25 trillion rand by 2032. Now, this is going to come at an impressive compounded annual growth rate of 11.4% from 2023 to 2032. Africa is showing promising growth, and in 2023, Africa's business events industry was valued at an estimated $16.6 billion, 295 billion rand, and is projected to reach an estimated $65.6 billion by 2032. This is going to come from impressive growth. Now, South Africa's MICE industry was valued at $6.6 billion, 121 billion rand in 2023, and is expected to reach $25.9 billion or 477 billion rand by 2032. This is according to Allied Market Research's report. In fact, the continent's growth rates seem to be outperforming all other regions like the Americas, Europe, and even Asia Pacific. So that's why business events like Meetings Africa are very much crucial. They're crucial in bringing together all of these role players and the people behind the scenes, bringing them together to connect the whole of Africa and also to ensure that we're talking about how we can grow the sector collectively. The MICE industry plays a very vital role in local economies by generating jobs in hospitality, events management, tourism, and other related sectors. We also know from our insights and from the research that the impact of Meetings Africa as a business event gathering just on its own and over the years has been extremely profound. According to an economic impact assessment commissioned by South African Tourism, the total direct expenditure in South Africa, just in South Africa, generated from last year's Meetings Africa is estimated at 145 million rand, a 13% increase compared to when it was 128 million rand in 2023. It's also quite important to outline that one of the key goals of Meetings Africa is to guarantee that Africa receives a fair part of the global business events market. And the South African government isn't just sitting back and claiming a victory. They're interested to even get more business into the country through platforms like Meetings Africa. For instance, the South African National Convention Bureau has invested 14.6 million rand on 81 corporate event bid submissions with an estimated economic value of over 975 million rand, and also with the potential of drawing 37,900 regional as well as international delegates into South Africa between the years of 2024 and 2029. Until now, South Africa has received 53 of those proposals for corporate events and conferences. This has secured business events that are going to add 660 million rand to South Africa's GDP, and also they're going to attract 24,000 foreign as well as regional attendees. The secured conferences will also aid in the geographic expansion of commercial gatherings all throughout South Africa. Think of places like Johannesburg, Tshwane, Ekurhuleni, Cape Town, Port Alfred, Gqeberha, Magaliesburg, Sun City, Richards Bay, Polokwane, Muldersdrift, and even Stellenbosch. The events will be spread across the country. The other thing is that indirectly, this MICE industry also catalyzes tourism, because think about where South Africa is geographically. We're globally seen as a once-in-a-lifetime destination. And how we capitalize on that is that when one delegate comes to South Africa, it's an opportunity for the entire family to come. And that means more tourism and travel dollars, yens, and even euros sometimes. It's a win-win. These are just some of the impacts that an event like Meetings Africa has on our economy. And it's important that people start to understand that it's not just a meeting for a meeting's sake. In fact, my biggest hope is that from this video, you've started to figure out that South Africa's MICE industry isn't just about hosting events. It's about the economy, it's about jobs, it's about business, and also it's about creating legacies of growth, partnership, and of shared humanity. So to Africa and the world, South Africa is asking you, are you ready to meet for change? Thank you for watching this video up until this point. We hope it was just as interesting for you to watch as it was for us to make. Check out one of these other videos and hopefully they'll be just as interesting as this one. Cheers.